Good morning. Welcome, Shem Stars. Today we are going to learn about eukaryotic cells, cell membrane, and cell wall. In previous videos, we have studied cell theory, prokaryotic cell, cell envelope and its modifications, ribosomes, and inclusion bodies under the heading of chapter 8, that is cell, the unit of life. So today we are going to learn about eukaryotic cells, cell membrane and cell wall in this presentation. The eukaryotes include all the protozoa, plants, animals and fungi. In eukaryotic cells, there is an extensive compartmentalization of cytoplasm through the presence of membrane-bound organelles, which is the basic difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. In eukaryotic cells, well-defined nucleus is present, which has nuclear membrane, nuclear pores, and nucleoplasm. Chromatin material is present inside the nucleus. In addition to this, eukaryotic cells have a variety of complex locomotory and cytoskeletal structures, which you can see in the slide. Their genetic material is organized into chromosomes. All the eukaryotic cells are not identical. Plant cells, they have plastids, they have cell walls outside the cell membrane and large central vacuole, which are absent in animal cells. On the other hand, animal cells have centrioles, which are absent in almost all plant cells. Studies showed that the cell membrane is composed of lipids and that are arranged in a bilayer. Also, the lipids are arranged within the membrane with the polar head towards the outer sides and the hydrophobic tails towards the inner side. This ensures that the non-polar tails of saturated hydrocarbons is protected from the aqueous environment, as shown in this figure. Later biochemical investigations clearly revealed that the cell membrane also possesses protein and carbohydrate. The ratio of protein and lipid varies considerably in different cell types. In human beings, the membrane of the erythrocyte, that is RBC, has approximately 52% protein and 40% lipids. An improved model of structure of cell membrane was proposed by Singer and Nicholson in 1972, widely accepted as fluid mosaic model as shown in this figure. Now let's talk about functions of the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane acts like the skin of the cell. It separates the intracellular components from the cell's environment, that is extracellular fluid. Plasma membrane is semi-permeable in nature. It means it controls the traffic of substances in and out of the cell. It participates in signal transduction and provides an ID to the cell, that is cell recognition. As we know, a non-living layer, that is rigid structure called cell wall, forms an outer covering for the plasma membrane of fungi and plants. Cell wall not only gives shape to the cell and protects the cell from the mechanical damage and infection, it also helps in cell-to-cell interaction and provides barrier to undesirable macromolecules. Algae have cell wall made up of cellulose, galactanes, and minerals like calcium carbonate, while in some other plants it consists of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins, and proteins. The cell wall of a young plant cell, the primary wall, is capable of growth, which gradually diminishes as the cell matures, and the secondary wall is formed on the inner side of the cell. So children, this is all about the cell wall. I hope you must have understood. In the next video, we will talk about endomembrane system of eukaryotic cell. Thank you, Shem Stars. That's all for today. You can drop your queries on Google Classroom. Take care.